Hello, and welcome to another edition of Don't Read the Comments. My name is Scarlett, and I am an atheist and skeptic who likes to consider religious ideas. Today, I'll be looking at two comments from one Christian on my Bonkers Stories by Ray Comfort video. The person made a few points, and I want to respond quickly to a few as I read the comments, before elaborating on one issue in particular. It baffles me why Christians don't have a problem with this particular issue. I won't be making fun of the person or their comment because they seem sincere, and they were polite. I am only using it to highlight issues I find with Christian thinking. Before that, thanks to everyone who has liked, subscribed, and commented. I enjoy reading what people have to say. In appreciation for everyone's engagement with my videos, here's a picture of our black and white kitties, Chonk and Q, enjoying a sunbath. And for those wondering, yes, I have lots of cats. 4, in fact. Yeah, we're those people. With that, onward and upward to the comments. Rick Knight writes, I find most non-believers can't comprehend the separation of the body, soul, and the spirit. So are the soul and spirit different? Well, most non-believers don't believe in a soul or spirit, and believers often have contradictory explanations for how souls or spirits or whatever work. So, I don't know, whose issue is this really? He goes on, most non-believers in my circle of friends have not researched the scriptures well enough to have a good conversation concerning the difference between the Old and New Testaments. Well, first of all, why should we care about the Bible? This set of books has not been demonstrated to be the word of some deity. It's a compilation of various books in different genres, from laws to allegories to poetry to aphorisms, with some history thrown in here and there. I also note that there are scads of Christians who don't research the scriptures at all either. Is their belief in God and the Bible well-founded? Does it matter since they're believers? Questions I have. Anyway, moving on. I also have found a common rejection issue based on behavior of Christians versus what Jesus did. It's about belief in Jesus Christ and not in your behavior. We live in a cursed world that invokes emotional responses that affect our behavior. Well, here's my next point. It's true that Christianity is based on Jesus, but Christians claim that accepting Jesus Christ will make people better, that we should be able to spot Christians by the fruit of their works. Ray Comfort claimed this in the Post. Many Christians say it too. So I think it is acceptable to judge the validity of this particular claim about the behavior of Christians and say this is not founded. So what does that mean about your belief system? So next, Rick says, remember, Jesus won't force you to love him. He gives you free will to accept or reject him. All right, so we need to seek out this all-powerful deity. We have free will, but imperfect knowledge, and it's all on us. Okay, got it. Next, he promised to resurrect this world without the curse. Whatever, man. And finally, you can either be part of that world or separate from it. Your choice. Oh, my choice, huh? Me, this finite being with imperfect knowledge. I just have to choose this. Yeah, sounds legit. So I responded that I used to believe in a soul, which I did. I don't know how much I actually comprehended of souls then. I also don't know when I jettisoned that belief. But I kept it long after I'd stopped believing in the validity of Catholicism and long after I stopped believing in Christianity. It just seemed to not be there after a while. And I reasoned at the time when I recognized that my belief had stopped, that really belief in a soul was a self-serving desire to think that this voice in my head, the essence of what I call myself, would continue to exist after this body died. It was wishful thinking is all that was. Anyway, I also mentioned the various denominations of Christians that have different and often contradictory beliefs. So this person responded with, all Bibles that I know say that Jesus Christ died on a cross, rose from the dead 3 days later, and offers eternity with him if you believe. Many Christian sects are works-oriented, but they are misinterpreting context. You just need to know the difference between Jew and Gentile when the author was speaking. And this is the thing that I want to address, the fact that other Christians are misinterpreting the scriptures, that they are missing context, that they are incorrect believers. I don't understand how Christians can so easily dismiss the multiplicity of denominations that exist. Shoulder shrug. The devil is deceiving them. They are misinterpreting God or Jesus' intentions. They aren't reading the specific verses I'm reading, or whatever. I have mentioned I was raised Catholic, and I still have friends and family in that denomination. I also have friends who are Lutheran, Anglican, Greek Orthodox, Southern Baptist, Mormon, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and some who believe in some unspecified generic Christianity, and I'm probably missing something. Now, I am happy they are all tolerant of different beliefs because I don't like the idea of them encouraging crusades to force everyone to their orthodoxy. But I don't know why they aren't troubled by the fact that there are all of these different denominations, and that they differ on everything. Trinity and Unitarianism, saved by grace or works. Do you need to do rituals? Is it a sin to be in a same-sex relationship? Is it okay to be trans? And more banally, does God talk to people or doesn't he? For baptism, should you be fully immersed? Sprinkled? Dunked? Something else? Now, a Christian might retort, why, Scarlett, how can you so easily dismiss the fact that people believe all different things? Atheists certainly don't agree about everything. True. And first of all, I don't dismiss it, but I think that without some all-knowing, all-powerful, all-loving being in charge of everything, the universe, and so on, it's obvious why people have different views and opinions. We are all finite and imperfect beings making sense of the world with whatever information and other inputs we have. Basically, there's no one with an overview to correct our wrong impressions or to help us understand everything. We are all muddling along in this thing called life. But I would expect something different if there was a tri-omni God running things. I would expect more agreement among believers, not the tapestry of religions with their various sects and denominations. Now, you might say that we are in a fallen world, that the devil tricks people and whatever, but I don't understand why God allows wrong ideas to persist among people who sincerely believe in him. Fine, you think that I, as a non-believer, am being deceived, and maybe your God doesn't care about me or my soul. But Christians cheerfully dismiss other Christians and say they are misguided or deceived. Are there prophets? Sure, there are loads of people who claim to have God's ear, to have visited heaven even, but they contradict one another. In part, this situation is an offshoot of the argument for non-belief, known as divine hiddenness. God never shows up to provide proper guidance for his people. Either he allows them to run around with their individual ideas in direct contradiction to other believers, or he doesn't exist at all. Which could it be? If you have some ideas about this, drop it in the comments below. It's a little bit of a short one today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can YouTube like it, you can comment, you can subscribe, and do all of the YouTube stuff. You know what to do. You're on YouTube. As always, I've been Scarlett, giving my life meaning and purpose by making a video. Bye for now.